So today we're going to be cutting a dovetail joint by hand. Quite an enjoyable joint to cut if you can get it right, and looks nice as well. This is what one looks like when it's finished. So let's get into it. You're going to need a few tools to cut this joint. Firstly, you're going to need a coping saw, a dovetail saw, but otherwise a tenon saw will do just as well. Dovetail saws are just a little smaller. You're going to need a set square, a chisel, and a pencil. You're also going to need a little guide, something like this, cut on a piece of scrap and cut at an angle of 14 degrees, which hopefully your teacher can do on the drop saw for you. The parts you'll need will be two side pieces and a false front. The side pieces need to be the same length, but the false front can be different size. I've cut these pieces out of some 45x12mm thick pine, which is quite light for a little drawer, but because they're only little drawers, they don't really need to be any chunkier than that. So let's get into how we make it. Okay, so we're going to need two side pieces, one false front piece. Okay, we're going to take our two side pieces, and mark on the ends 12mm from the end, and I'm going to use this as the measure to make sure I'm measuring 12mm. One there. One there. Two side pieces. One mark on the ends. I'm going to do the same thing on the false front, but on both ends. Okay. Both ends of the false front. Alright. Now what we're going to need to do, take our side piece, and stick it in our vise, straight up in the air like so. Once you've done this, sit your saw across the top of the timber like so. Make sure it's sitting straight across the top, about 6 or 7mm from the corner, and then using the guide to tilt the blade at that 14 degrees. We're going to cut down until we touch that line. So about here, straight like that, angled like so. Okay, I'm just going to cut down to my line and do the same on the other side. One angle like there, angling back this way this time, so flip your guide over. Okay, and you can see there you've got the dovetail shape on the end. Now it's a matter of sticking that in the vise, and we're going to cut the corner off of here. And there we go. Side piece with the dovetail end. Alright, we're going to do the same thing on the other piece. Okay, now I'm going to take my false front, stick it in the vise, take one of my sides and sit it on top of my false front, like so. And I'm going to lean over it, and I'm just going to mark either side of that joint, and I'm also going to write on it A and A. So now they're marked A and A. We'll continue those lines straight down. So, back in the vise, we're going to take our saw and we're going to cut just inside that line, not on the line, just on the inside of it. And straight down. Like so. Take the coping saw and we're going to cut down from one side to the corner. And then take out the other corner. Once you cut that out, take your side again and check it. It's meant to be tight. So this one's a little bit too tight. So what I'm going to do is take my chisel and chisel that one a little bit wider. Just a smidge. Check him again. Not quite deep enough. Okay, and there it is. You can see it's just poking out just a little bit here, but that's what you want because then you can sand it flat later. Alright, we're going to do the same on the other end. This is my B side. So I'll stick that in the vise, straight up and down. Okay, so there it is, side A, side B. But that's how you do the dovetail joint.